Hello everybody and welcome back to Nelson Creek Farms. It's a beautiful Friday, 1st of January 2021. I've just been out to get some mail and we're going to get you caught up on some of the things that's been going on here at the farm. Some of you may recall last year how I made a comment about Windows doing an upgrade on the computer systems that were running Windows or Microsoft 10. That eliminated my movie maker that I was using as my video editor for all of these videos that you're seeing. And I had a little bit of a time finding a new video editor there for a week or two, trying to find one that would work and do what I want. Well, a fellow I know in England set me on to another movie maker app. Well, I had heard it was full of commercials and I didn't want you to see all the commercials. Well, come to find out in talking with him, the commercials were on the sides of the screen I was looking at. So you aren't going to see them. Anyway, there's going to be some changes and you probably already noticed one, but you'll see some more coming up right now. There's no reason now that Christmas is over to not take down the Christmas lights. And since the weather is nice today, well, today's the day. One of the main reasons why I'm in a push to get the lights off the fence is this extension cord right here that runs from one fence to the other side. This one's over by the pond. One of my pet peeves is driving over extension cords and garden hoses, and even though I'd be running over that extension cord with the side-by-side, I'd still rather not do that. So yeah, I need to get out in the field, start doing some measurements and work out there, so that's going to come up right quick. One of the first projects that we have to do in 2021 is build a set of bollards around this pipe and that one over there in the driveway here to protect them from being struck by farm equipment. I was originally going to use the split rail cedar fencing, similar to what we have around the pond and the creek and along the west side of the farm, but I have since decided that that needs to be something a little more substantial. So we're going to invest in some 6-inch square steel tubing, welded together with some 2x4 or so tubing to make the bracing and whatnot, and we're going to set all that in concrete. One other thing we're going to do is make this a little different right there. There's the Apple's finger again. I'm going to eliminate that 8-foot section of split rail fencing, and we're going to pull out that post there. And what we're going to do is put in some 10-foot rails here and move this post up here. That will make this side here about the same length as where this post ends, between there and the pipe. So we've got a little bit of that work to do yet this spring as well. Now, part of that cedar fence was to be used and cut down into various forms for the bollards for around the pipe where the driveway passes over the top of it. Like I said earlier a minute ago, I think the steel is going to hold up a lot better than the wood ever would. Pun intended. One of the things that's going to end up being moved and finding a new home first thing up here in 2021 is the relocation of the outhouse. We're going to rebuild it and place it on its own permanent spot over by the shop here this spring. Something else that's going to happen is this shed that has been sitting here. That shed is going to go away, and that area will become more of a event center area / handicap parking. So that thing's going to be taken apart and go away this year. We're going to save the lumber and use it for another project. Some of you heard me speak about turning the garage here into a indoor gift shop, office, and all that sort of thing. Well, like so many plans that happen, things have changed. We're going to leave that alone right now. It's a cost thing. And because I'm trying to save some costs on the initial startup of the farm, getting things set up for an event center, plus all the other little projects we're going to do, like the pumpkin patch, tractors coming over, having a little bit of fun with the old-time machinery and that sort of thing, we're going to do something a little less expensive. What we're going to do is move this 10 by 20 shed down to where the outhouse is, down there. What am I going to do with the shed here behind me, you ask? Well, we're going to turn it into a small office and the store for the farm, and we'll have all sorts of little fun goodies inside the thing for sale. Well, howdy from the office again, folks. It is dark outside now. It is cold. Last I looked, it was like 18 degrees. So I'm inside working on the registration forms. I'm going to try to get some of them finished up in the next several days for the arts and crafts / flea market show that we're going to hold here on the 29th of May. A couple other things that are going on. Probably doesn't matter to you folks, but I just had UPS knocking on the door at 7:30 at night, delivered a new GoPro battery charger and battery for the little camera that's filming this right now. I'm going to get a second one of those little cameras. It's a 7 black. Love the little buggers to death. Works great. Not going to invest in the 8 or 9. I can't see any need for it when this thing does the job and does it just fine. I do have that new video editor that my friend Farmer P suggested and is using. Love that. Yeah, I made a comment about the commercials. Those are in very little narrow window slits, about yay wide and about that tall on either side of my screen, and I see them while I'm editing the video. You guys won't see it. So that was the thing that was holding me back, because I heard the video, or the video editor had those commercial ads, and I didn't want you seeing them. Didn't figure anybody wanted to care or whatever. And come to find out, I'm the only one that sees them. So that's a good thing. As soon as I can talk to Jason, I'm going to con him into it. Jason, you know who you are. I'm going to give you a call. You're on the short list of contacts. We're going to have him see if he can come in with some of his family's big, heavy equipment and stir up the dirt in the staging area, or the south field as I call it, and everything out north. We're going to have him work that up, get rid of the hard pan, level it, flatten it, the whole enchilada. We'll see if we can't get him to do that. Got a long list of to-do stuff. This is 4 pages, 2 columns. Some of the stuff's already been marked off that I've already done. I've added more to it. Yeah, so anybody that knows me knows I've had that going now for several years, but that list has a lot of 2021 to-do and must-do items on it. We got willow trees to cut down and remove off the place. We got fences to repair and replace. Oh, you name it. Huge amount of stuff going on at the farm in 2021. Everything from doing hay sales to fresh produce sales, pumpkin patch, possibly even a corn maze this fall. You name it, it's going to happen. So yeah, we're still going to maintain it as a farm, but we're going to diversify the sources of income for the farm. So we're going to be open for flea markets, arts and crafts shows, weddings, basically an event center is what we're looking at. We've already had 3 different photographers out here, and they have done 5 different photo shoots here on the farm. Nominal fee for that. I had one contact me. Was a little upset at the price I quoted, but you know, if you're doing that many shots or photo sessions with that many number of people, that's over 8 hours of time that you're going to be here at the farm doing anything. Anyway, that's another story. So, yeah, we will come up with a scale and whatnot, or whatever you want to charge, fee list or whatever for different applications of what we're going to do. That little shed that has the green roof, like I said, that isn't going to probably do what we want it to do based on conversation I had with the family. So that is going to be sold, and we will use that money for a new structure here on the farm, because we're going to leave the garage alone for now. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned right here. Subscribe right down there. A little red thing that says subscribe on it in white letters. There's a little bell-shaped icon right next to that. Make sure you click on that, and then click on the word all so you get notified every time there's a new video out. You may get bored and sick of them, but you never know. There may be something interesting happen. And it does mean a lot to the channel, getting new members involved and whatnot in that. So please subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about it. Share it if you would like on your Facebook groups or whatever. We will be posting these on the Nelson Creek Farm page on Facebook from now on, and not the group. Like I said, I think we're going to be rolling everybody that isn't a member already of the page from the group to the page. So if you haven't seen the page yet, it's a picture of the duck pond and it's all green and whatnot. Make sure you join the Nelson Creek Farm page on Facebook. Some of you automatically, for however that algorithms work, got transferred already or joined that already. So make sure you do that, because like I said, we'll probably close down the group, because we're going to focus more business end of the thing. So that said, I'm Farmer Dave. I am wishing all of you a very much better, pardon the pronunciation in English, a very improved 2021 over last year's junk. Anyway, I will catch up with you later. Y'all have a good one, and stay safe out there.